Throughout the country, there are literally billions of square feet of commercial roofs that can be made ideal for installing solar electricity, taking us a giant step closer to our country's goals of energy independence. But these buildings can be problematic for solar. Why? It all boils down to the roofs.
Primary barrier that Silverback Solar addresses is getting above the rooftop clutter.
There wasn't any way to mount solar modules over the myriad of pipes, ducts, skylights, air conditioners, and other equipment until now.
With a very, very dense PV module installation, you can take advantage of space that is there that may not lend itself to installations of other products. And that's pretty valuable to some of our customers.
When I set out to develop this product, I actually had several objectives in mind. One was to build a bigger, stronger racking system that can span longer distances. Farther between frames and attachment points in the roofing system is a key thing for rooftop solar.
Now, with a Silverback Solar racking system, any kind of photovoltaic or solar thermal array can be installed on almost any commercial rooftop.
With my years of experience in the roofing business, I've been on a lot of rooftops. Most roofs are covered with clutter. The abilities of Silverback Solar to span across a lot of equipment, it makes probably 50–60% of the roofs prime real estate for solar mounting.
Big and strong like a gorilla, Silverback utilizes materials capable of spanning longer distances with a patented system of watertight connections with no leaks, ever.
I think from a roofer standpoint that the Silverback system is the only system that has considered the roofer and the waterproofing ability of the attachment to the deck. So the fact is, roofs don't leak. It's the penetrations in the roof that leak. Or so I get called in after the fact, a year or two down the road, and everything's leaking, and they wonder why. And the fact is, they didn't take the time to consider how to install the solar system into the integral parts of the roof.
So I think one of the economic advantages of the Silverback system is that it will minimize the number of roof penetrations because the structural design of that system allows greater spans. So by minimizing the number of roof penetrations, we reduce the cost of repairing the roof around those penetrations and minimize any future problems in terms of roof leaks.
The roof's integrity and longevity is protected with every Silverback Solar mounting solution. Every Silverback Solar racking system is engineered for your installation.
When it comes to engineering, Silverback took it to another level. We actually will engineer not only our rack, but we'll also look at the roof structure. Most people say, we're stopping at the roof line, we're not going to look at that. That leaves the customer in the lurch.
So one of the added benefits that we discovered with the Silverback Solar product was the engineering data that comes along with it helps expedite the permitting process.
Every job comes with complete engineering specs that are custom created just for your application and include blueprint-sized shop drawings and structural calculations that have been wet stamped by a licensed professional engineer. All of the framing tubes are cut to length. The fittings are pre-assembled and placed in organized, neatly wrapped boxes. So when the system arrives at your job site, it is ready to go.
The Silverback Solar addresses the issues that we have with installations pretty effectively. I think it adds a lot of value to us as a contractor, and I think it helps them stand apart from their competition.
So Silverback Solar is not only the best solution, sometimes it's really the only solution.
The strength of the frames and flexibility of the product provide many options to overcome rooftop challenges that the other guys just can't handle with old-fashioned PV and ballasted racking systems.
So in some of the projects that we engineer and design, wind loads become an important factor. So the higher a building is, the higher the elevation above ground level, the higher the wind loads are.
Silverback Solar was recently approached from a customer out of Denver where they have a 24-story building which is 350 feet above the ground. He's looked at the charts and some of the things that he had for some of the competition to our product. And after 120 feet above ground level, they simply aren't available. They say, we're out, we can't provide a solution. We were able to provide a solution for him. It was going to be every 8 feet on center, one of our truss frames, and I was able to give him 130 kilowatts, where he was hoping to get anything up on the roof.
So our goal of maintaining the integrity of the roof has never had to be challenged. It'll be right every single time.
This is a passion for me. It's an area where nobody else has really thought it through. This big, strong racking system with watertight attachments, and nobody else can touch it.
Here's an example of what a working system looks like after it had been installed. The elevated racks make it easy to access the roof for cleaning and maintenance. And its strong design is capable of spanning longer distances with fewer penetrations. Currently, there are over 21,000 of these watertight connections installed across the United States, and not a single one has experienced a leak, ever.
So this is the kind of product that speaks directly to every person involved in the building or designing of a solar rooftop mounted system in terms of cost effectiveness and efficiency.
And we're trying to maximize the amount of energy we can produce on a particular rooftop. The Silverback solution gives us a mechanism to do that, thereby making the project more viable.
They've done their research and they've come up with a mousetrap that really works. I've never had to fix a Silverback installation because they just don't leak.
The greatest satisfaction is that we're probably going to have a customer for life. We give you solar where other people can't.
The value of Silverback is such that we put it up on our own roof.
So it's a bigger idea in solar racking.
The time is now to partner with Silverback Solar, a roof screen manufacturing company, to get your solar business booming again. Visit www.silverbacksolar.com and request a quote today. Silverback Solar Engineered Racking System. The bigger idea,